Yeah. Good morning to everyone. Are you able to hear my voice? Is it audible?
Yes, sir.
So I'll share the PPT. Okay. So anybody, what is the difference between search engine optimization and search engine marketing? In search engine marketing and search engine optimization?
Sir, search engine optimization is organically we develop this.
Okay.
Sir, in search engine marketing, if we type a keyword, first ad will come, sir.
Okay.
That is search engine. And if website will come first, that is search engine optimization, sir.
Not only website, your blog post or any kind of app or any kind of your product image also okay. Okay. So normally, traditionally, if you type anything in the search engine, particularly in Google, if you are getting first 2 or 3 ads before that URL, you will get some small symbol like a ad something. Okay, if you are getting that one, it is called which one? Search engine marketing. If you are getting something, if you are getting something. In a regular website without that ad, that is called which one? Search engine optimization. For example, okay, 1 minute, I just search. Already I shown some example also. Keep something, keep product, something if you type. So these are all not what it is search engine marketing. This is search engine optimizations. Okay, sometimes we'll get some ad also. See, normally we get here something like ads. Okay, so that is called search engine marketing. So what we are learning is search engine optimization. Okay, so as per company point of view, search engine optimization is good. Okay, normally compared to advertisement, normally consumer will click the normal website only. Okay, so search engine optimization is better than search engine marketing. But initially, if a startup company, is very difficult to get your website or anything in the top of the Google search engine. Okay, so in order to do this one, initially you can start with the search engine marketing, but the long term goal will be improving the search engine optimization. So normal website without ad you have to do, because generally consumer will prefer, compared to ad, they will click only the normal website. Okay, so the search engine optimization is better than the search engine marketing. Okay, so you have to understand this. Hello? It's a class letter, sir. Class. Okay. So we have taken last class what is search engine optimization, what is keyword, and the types of search engine optimization. Local SEO we completed, and demonstration of Google My Business, how to add your local business we have completed. We'll try to complete the remaining step process. Okay, the again demo we'll see how to apply 6-step process. Okay, so here we'll use Google Console, some of the plugins we'll add it. So what are the process you can, as a company, if you're starting your own company or working in any company, if you want to implement SEO, search engine optimization in your company, what are the process? What are the process, otherwise called steps you have to apply? We'll discuss in the 10th step. Okay. So far in the last class, we completed up to 5 steps. So we start with what is duplicate content, what is Google algorithm, okay, how Google algorithm work, what are the different types of algorithms are used in Google, what are the format of SEO, SEO performance, okay, the demonstration, SEO tools, lot of small websites are there. We'll discuss one by one. Okay, so this, are you able to see my PPT? I shifted from. Are you able to see my PPT?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So we have saw that what is the SEO, the organic search. Mostly it is in the without advertisement. So mostly company we have discussed last class. Mostly they will click only the top 4 website. So we saw the exam. What are the advantages? The keyword. Any idea what are the 2 types of keywords normally used in the search engine? In the last class we discussed.
Short tail and long.
Yeah. When we go for short tail, when we go for long tail.
Less than 3 words.
Less than 3 words, okay. The company point out when you will go for short tail keyword.
To drive a lot of visitors to the website.
Yeah. If you want to promote your brand or something, visitors or awareness creation time, you can use short tail keywords. Long tail conversion, purchasing, and then we can use. Very good. Okay. So what are the types of SEO? how to build the SEO based on the two type, right? What are the two types of SEO?
On page and off page SEO, sir.
On page mean what is on page SEO?
Like on the website, if we develop on the elements, if we focus on the elements of the website, then it is on page SEO, sir.
Yeah, anything if you do related to your website and to improve the performance of SEO, that is called on-page SEO. Okay, so normally we'll do this one: image alter, feature, page speed, internal link, sitemap. All these things we'll discuss in the last time. Okay, this is all related to your e-commerce website or any kind of website. Okay, so if you do any best practices, we discuss something like the keywords should be there. We have discussed. So recorded video also I shared. So normally the wording should be 15 to 16. And some description wordings, all these things, the best practices followed by the industry. If you do this one, Google will take your website in the top. Okay, that is called which one? On-page SEO. How to improve off-page SEO? How to improve off-page SEO? So these are the different ways we can improve the on-page SEOs. Okay, off-page means anything you do out of your website. That is called off-page SEO. So what is the strategy we can use? What is the process? We have used these links and all. What is the strategy we can use to improve the off-page SEO? You are not doing anything in your website, but you are doing some other website, and that will impact your website. What is the strategy?
Backlinks, sir.
Very good. Backlink. Backlink means citing your website in your friend's website or some top website. Yeah, if you read some blogs and all, you can see some kind of hyperlink. Okay, that is called this one blog links. Okay, so backlinks. Backlinks otherwise called link building. Okay, link building means just citing or it's like a word of mouth. Okay, somebody referring your website means Google will improve your ranking. Okay, so more and more your websites are cited by other company means you will be in the top in the Google. Okay, that is called the on-page SEO. Okay, we have discussed all these things. And inbound mean anybody coming to other website and coming to your website called inbound link. Outbound link mean your website and then going to some other website. Okay, so all these things. Local SEO we discussed. Local SEO mean and normally within some circle, within some geographical location, anybody searching any product, you will get this one. Okay, we have taken last class what is Baker Wish. Okay, and we have created a small adding your e-commerce website in Google My Business. Okay, anybody completed this one? Any issues are there? Google My Business, did you add video, images, address and all? Any issues was there? It's a free tool. Anybody can use it. Okay. Did you add it to your e-commerce website? Any problem was there? Okay. 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 So we added and we can use it. We have done it. So today we'll start with the remaining topic. Okay. We start with the duplicate content. Okay. So if you look at this, normally, so duplicate refer to the same content is appearing in the more than one URL. For example, I have two websites, gcganeshkumar.org. Another one is gcganeshkumar.com. Okay. But if you look at the content, almost same. Okay. In your company also, sometimes your old website will be there. If you and you created new website. Okay. Some of the institute they create old website and suddenly after some time they'll update in new website. But what is the problem is they will not delete the content in the old website. If you're not doing this one, Google will not rank your website in the top. Okay, so that is called duplicate content. And another duplicate content is some spammer will be there. They'll take your content and they will post it in the website or some other website. Okay, so if you do this also, Google will not rank your page in the top. Okay, so one way is you knowingly or unknowingly you have two websites. That is one way of duplicate content. Another way of duplicate content is somebody will take your content and they'll go paste it and post it or use in their website or some other website. That also duplicate content. Okay, so if you look at this, so in order to avoid this one, normally in e-commerce or search engine, there are three strategies are there. Sorry. One is called which one? There is one concept called 301 redirect. Okay, any old website if you go, so not automatically it will use some other like in 301 redirect. Another one, these are the technical. First two are technical. So there is another one equal to canonical attribute. In the original attribute, you can use this code. Automatically, Google will exclude the which is not given this kind of coding. Okay, another one is there is one product called Google product called search engine console. Okay, using this product you can communicate to the website, which are the website the duplicate content are there, which are the website you used previously. If you add all these things in the Google Search Console, it's a free tool. We'll see in this session also how to use this one. So if you use these three activity, you can avoid the duplicate content. Okay, without this thing, what will happen? Even though your content is good, Google will your rank your website in the lower order. Okay, so if you apply all this concept, even though it's duplicate contents are there in some other website or your old website, Google will not consider they exclude. Okay, so you have to apply this concept. Okay, so whenever you're joining any company or you're running any website, so if you are having duplicate content, you can apply any one of these steps. Okay, so that is all about duplicate content. So next is called Google algorithm. Okay, so Google algorithm is very powerful. So if you look at this, so Google algorithm is used, for example, when you type anything, so automatically it will do some indexing and they will go to different websites. Within fraction of second, it will give the output. Okay, for example, if you look at the, I'll just show to website. So if you look at this, I was searching this one, some tea brands in India. So if you look at this, how much search was there here? So more than I don't know, 8 crore something is there. Within this much second you got it. Okay. So within this keyword indexing, it will go to different pages and will get the output. Okay. This is called normally called Google algorithm. There are different types of algorithms are there. We'll see one by one. Okay. So if you look at this, they started with 2011 to there are 2000. There are a lot of algorithms. So every 6 months, 3 months, they'll keep on changing the algorithm in a small improvement or bigger improvement they'll do it. Okay. So if you look at this, their algorithm is the key for them. Okay. The business model is algorithm only. Okay. Nothing but the coding only. Based on the coding only, they are getting a lot of advertisement, lot of if you're not giving relevant content, they are using the wrong algorithm and nobody will go to Google. Okay, Google giving better result. That's why people are going for the Google, because of that. A lot of people are going Google. They are getting more advertisement. Okay, like a TRP in the TV advertisement. So the algorithm is the key for the this Google. So normally there are mainly 3 algorithms so far. Either bigger improvement. So there are small increment change in the algorithm. You can see it in the timeline, but majorly. Sorry. Majorly, there are 3 types of algorithm used by the Google so far. One is called Google Panda, another one is Google Penguin, and currently there is the Google RankBrain. Okay, these are the 3 major algorithm development, but small improvement was happened in that. Okay, for example, if you look at this, update will be there in some of the apps, right? So that is called normally called update, but these are the new versions, new kind of model in algorithm. Okay, so we'll see one by one. So if you look at the this is the website. You see this one, Google algorithm change in history. Okay, I'll just show you. Google. Here you can see this one. What are the updates are there? So normally e-commerce website anything. So we should be focus on this one. Okay, what are the update? Every say current update was happened in August 15. Okay, something they have changed. Okay, so but the major algorithm is this one 3 item. Okay, so you can see all the changes of Google. Okay, I'll go to the PPT. So if you look at the Google Panda, this is one of the major revision in the algorithm. So it is launched in 2011. So this algorithm emphasis on delivering high quality content. So the major objective of this algorithm is nothing but some kind of coding. Okay, some kind of if you look at anybody working in the C+ or Java, you can see small codings will be there. Okay, so main objective of this Panda, Google Panda, is remove the low quality content and duplicate. They focus only on quality and non-duplicate item. Okay, that is the major objective of this algorithm. That is called Google Panda. Okay, so after that they released another one is called Google Penguin. Penguin means another type of algorithm, but a drastic improvement in the algorithm. Okay, so if you look at this it was majorly focusing on the previous one is the low quality link, but Penguin, the new algorithm, second major shift in the algorithm is focusing on two things. One is called link scheme, another one is keyword stuffing. Okay, I will tell you what is link scheme mean. So for example, somebody referring your website, so it will give more ranking. Okay, previously the Panda is not giving link scheme. Somebody citing your link, it will not give that much weightage. Okay, only based on the quality content. But Penguin, they are started giving the more weightage for the link scheme. For example, a lot of people citing, for example, Amazon, a lot of posts or blog posts, a lot of content are writing different places. It will give more weightage in the Penguin algorithm. Okay, another one is keyword stuffing. Okay, when somebody uses keyword stuffing, it will not give more weightage. What is keyword stuffing mean? For example, when you're writing anything in your website content or something, when you particularly you are using the particular keyword a lot of times in the content. Okay, that is called keyword stuffing. Okay, so while you are using this one, anybody searching branded shoe mean your website will come in the top. Okay, in order to do this one, you keep on writing this kind of words, branded shoes in the your website, your content, your description about your product. You are writing this word a lot of times. One or two times is okay, but you are writing a lot of times. So in order to capture your website or shortlisted your website in the Google, okay, so you are using the same word in the lot of times. That is called which one? Keyword stuffing. When you are using keyword stuffing, Google Penguin algorithm will be penalized. It will not rank in the top. Okay, but it is not there in the previous algorithm. What the previous algorithm? Google Panda. Okay. Then next one is rank brain, Google rank brain algorithm. This is the latest one. If you look at this, they are using some kind of AI, artificial intelligence, particularly called machine learning. Okay, so what it is, we'll see now. Okay, for example, if you're searching something like online marketing, you will get content related to digital marketing. If you normally nowadays, nobody using online marketing, they're using digital marketing. Okay, somebody typing analytics, not only they'll get analytics related content, they'll get related to big data or machine learning related word also will get it. Okay, that is called which one? Google Brain. So it is like a synonymous of what you are typing in the Google. Okay, so based on the word, it automatically it will extract the content, not only what you are typing, the synonymous words related words of the Google Brain also it will extract. Okay, that's how the Google works. Okay, so if you type also, you type some tea, something like a tea product, not only tea will get it, tea organic tea, something related to that also will get it. So currently it is currently this is active. Okay, that is called which one? Google Brain algorithm. Okay, so like this there are keep on updating. Please understand, Google is one of the top company in the world. So mostly if you look at the top 10 company in the world nowadays, currently that top 5 companies are technology related companies, particularly Apple, Alphabet, and other technology related companies only. Okay, so if you look at the main business model of this company is only it's what that algorithm only. Okay, so this is the different process. You can, if you join any company or if you want to improve your e-commerce, you can follow the update of Google, because India and everything, the world level, the major dominated in search engine marketing, search engine optimization is Google only. Okay, some of the countries like China and Germany and Russia, Google will not be there. Mostly India and worldwide, Google is the number one. Okay, if you want to use digital development. So comparatively, Facebook also coming. Both these are the two players are dominating in the digital marketing space. One is Google, another one is called Facebook. Okay. So next one is format of SEO. If you want, you can write down. So there are three types of formats are there: black hat SEO, white hat SEO, gray hat SEO. We'll see one by one. Okay. So Google will classify SEO into three types format. Okay, so black hat SEO mean, I will tell you. So black hat SEO mean you are not doing anything, illegal or any kind of manipulation. Nothing you are doing. Okay, just you are following the rules and regulations, or going standard procedure of Google. Okay, for example, link building. So citing your link website in some other one. Less keyword stuffing. Okay, less duplicate content. That's it. Black mean you are doing all illegal. Okay, white mean is properly you are doing. Okay, sorry. Okay, black mean is a word. The word itself denotes black mean you are doing some kind of no illegal process. For example, no link manipulations. You are creating some website blogs or multiple website. There you are asked for friends to write a lot of content. It's not somebody willingly writing. You are yourself creating some website. There you are linking your e-commerce website or your website. Okay, that is called one link manipulation. Keyword stuffing already we discussed. Okay, whenever writing some post in your website or something, the particular keyword if you want you are using, that is called one keyword stuffing. Duplicate content, multiple website, and sneaking redirect. So if you look at this, lot of website they will have some kind of the coding the manipulation will be there. So it will be to go some other website, automatically will come to your website. You see some website, some pop-up will be there. Without the pop-up, you can't go to the next page. You have to click that pop-up. That pop-up, what will happen? It will go to your website only, or particular website only. So if you do this one, that is called black hat SEO. All are not legal or standard procedure of Google. Okay, so if you use this one to get more traffic to our e-commerce website, that is called black hat SEO. Okay, so black hat SEO is normally not good for the long-term point of view. Okay, if you Google will identify you are doing something. So whenever anybody searching your website in the Google itself, they will not get it in the top. It will go in the bottom. Okay, directly if you're typing also they will not get it. Okay, so that is called which one they'll do some kind of penalization. They give some kind of negative marks for you. Okay, that is called which one black hat SEO. Next one is white hat SEO. It is a opposite of black mean right, do some kind of duplicate, some kind of keyword stuffing. White hat SEO mean is good. So whatever Google procedure you are following, for example, using a relevant keyword, creating high quality content, improving a website navigation, user friendly website, speed, loading speed also very good. So these are the normally good practices of website creations. Okay, if you do these practices as per the Google, then it is called white hat technique. If you do this practice, you whenever you're searching any website also, your website will be coming the top. Okay, that is called white hat. Then last one is gray hat SEO. Is in between white hat and black hat. Black hat mean doing some wrong thing, and white mean is a good thing. Okay, so gray mean in between both. Okay, some procedure we are doing proper with respect to Google, and some procedure we are doing with respect to not following the Google procedure in search engine optimization. For example, link purchasing is good. Okay, excessive internal link also okay. Sometimes we'll do some negative thing. That is the which one gray hat. Okay, so what is suggested is we start with a gray hat. Okay, you do initially with a small sum, then normal procedure. Slowly move from gray hat to white hat. Okay, don't follow black hat. Black hat mean all fully wrong about the procedure of Google. Okay, whatever you are doing is not following any procedure of Google algorithm. Okay, so suggested is white hat, but initially small companies or startup companies will focus on a gray hat, but a long term you can go with white hat. White hat mean these are the words: improving your website content, quality content, speed, using the relevant keyword. If you follow these practices, that is called which one white hat technique. Okay. So my suggestion is, if you possibly can go directly white hat, but if not possible, small company, you can start with the gray hat, then you can slowly go with the white hat. Okay, so because Google is very smart, they will understand all these things. Okay, so some of the dark website they'll do all these things, but as e-commerce website you have to interact with consumer all these things, so better you go with the white hat. But initially if you want, you can start with the gray hat, combination of good practices and little bad practices. Okay, so this is all about the format of SEO. Then we'll go to, so far we completed what is duplicate content and what is the format of SEOs. Okay, next we'll see a website architecture. Okay, so you will not create any technically you will not managing the website, but these are the best practices we can use it for SEOs. Okay, if you do these practices, your SEO will be improved. Okay, not only any company, if you're joining any company in the Big Basket or any company, normally any decision if you take, it's all are interconnected. Okay, so sir, why I have to learn all these things? I'm working as a sales or some other manager. Please understand, business is everything is connected. Okay, whatever you are doing or anything, that will be directly or indirectly affect the other functional areas. Okay, so as a manager, you should have some understanding about the what website, how the digital marketing, or some understanding will be always good. Okay, so normally website architecture is the layout. Okay, some like this home page. Okay, home page there will be a category 2. So category 1 will focus on the product, category 2 will focus on some other product. Okay, so normally when you create website, sometimes due to some website builder, they will not create a different kind of structure. They will go with your normal structure. That will also affect the Google ranking. Okay, whenever you're creating website, you should be careful. Particularly, these are some of the concept you can use. Okay, site architecture and navigation, responsive design, optimization, creating consistent URL, robots. So these are some of the technical way we can improve the website architecture. Architecture means the structure of the website. For example, architecture of the building, right? Sometimes architecture will be the 2 floor will be there. If you look at some if you look at if you go to IIM, they follow the architecture of some temple. Okay, so if you look at our we followed the national dairy the structure. So similarly, website also will follow some structure. Okay, so if you look at the site structure, so normally we have to use some kind of coding like CS. Nowadays they're not using some kind of other programming. CS and HTML is always preferred in the creating the website. Use some other thing, it will be ranked less in the Google. Okay, so internal link building. So hierarchy mean that's a technical. Normally if you type writing coding for a website, it follows some hierarchical structure. Okay, when you ask some coder, he will give some process. Okay, because when you're creating any website, so try to use some kind of a site architecture that will also give some rank weightage in the Google ranking. Okay, next one is the responsive design. For example, some website will be very good in the laptop or some kind of small device, but nowadays most of the people are using mobile phone. So your website also should be user friendly in mobile also. So that also very important nowadays. Feature is only mobile phone. So e-commerce website should be loaded easily in mobile. Sometimes if you open some website, you can't see some content in some website. So because that is not user friendly in the mobile. So normally you have to create a website which is not only for load it properly in the laptop or desktop, it should load in the mobile also. Okay, so we can use Google Search Console to check whether it's user friendly or not. Okay, mobile friendly or not, we can check it. Okay, and next one is optimization for plural. Normally if you look at this one, there are some kind of errors will be there each and every page that you have to keep on removing this one. Okay, sometimes people started using a lot of things, a lot of errors, a lot of some unwanted files will be loaded in each and every page that you have to remove it. Okay, so using search engine console, this is also free product of search Google. You can use this one to identify. Okay, and next one is robot text. Okay, you can use some kind of coding in important pages in your e-commerce website. So if you do this process, that also your website will be ranked good in the Google. Okay, so this is a normal architecture of Amazon. So this is the core architecture. Okay, so for example, only one layer you are creating, only one layer, first one product. So if you are creating multiplayer, one is for product, another one is for customer service, another one is for some other buying and selling, some other. So each and every division and of your business, you can create different layers. So mostly this will be understood by the coders. Okay, as a manager, whenever interacting with the coder or technical people, you should ask these questions. Okay, so if you do this one, it will improve your search engine optimization plan. Okay, so this is all about which one website architecture. Okay, so next one is first we complete the theory, then we go to hands-on session. So next one is how to measure the SEO performance. Okay, so normally as a manager, your role is to manage the business based on the performance. Okay, to take right decisions. Okay, so how to identify whether SEO is working good for your company. There are different metrics are there. One of the metrics is organic traffic, mobile traffic, keyword ranking, local visibility, engagement metrics, and backlinks. Okay, we'll see one by one. So organic traffic mean you write organic mean Google traffic. Okay. Organic mean normally it's a Google. Okay, so you can analyze this organic traffic. How to analyze this traffic? Which tool we can use for analyzing the organic traffic? Any idea? Any idea which tool we can use for organic traffic? Any idea? Already we use this tool. We are already installed in our website also. How to identify the organic traffic?
Google.
Google Analytics, sir.
Google?
Google Analytics.
Yeah, Google Analytics.
Analytics.
Yeah, Google Analytics. When you connect your website with Google Analytics, you can get all the data. Okay. So if you, this is the Google Analytics, so we can see how many people have come from organic, which geographical location they are coming. Particularly organic traffic you can measure. So every year, every month is increasing. Mean your search engine optimization is working properly. Okay, please understand. Okay, that is called organic traffic. Mobile traffic mean how it's friendly in the mobile phone. Okay, so using some software like you can write on agency analytics. Okay, this website if you go, you can track the mobile friendly how they are using in the mobile. You can get the data. You can Google Analytics also we can use it, but this also exclusively for mobile traffic ranking website. You can check this one. So one of second criteria is mobile traffic. We are getting more and more people on mobile. Mean your SEO is working good. Okay, then keyword ranking. Okay, so you can understand what are the keywords are top for you. Okay, so that also important. Okay, what are the keywords are working for you. So if you are using some keyword, that keyword if you use, a lot of people are coming to your website. That keyword is very important for any kind of ranking. Okay, so the keyword ranking is very important because which are the keywords are working for you is very important. So in future you can go for some of the keyword is not working. No need to purchase from Google, or you can plan purchase. So normally there is some websites are that track the keywords. Okay, there are other software also available. Google Keyword Planner will come to that one. Okay, so using that keyword also you can identify what are the keywords are working, which are the keywords that people are using, and based on the keyword, how many people are coming to the website. All these things Google will track, and some other software also available to track it. That also, if a lot of people are coming from one particular word, you can promote that word in your website. Okay, for example, brand or some word that people are searching and coming to your website. So mostly your lot of pages will be there in e-commerce. Wherever possible, you try to add that word brand in the e-commerce website. So if you do this one, Google will match that word with your website in the future also. So another one is keyword ranking we discussed. Again, you can use Google Search Console also. Okay, then local visibility already we discussed. With the Google My Business, so you can see how many people are coming from the local business. Okay, that also you can measure. Already we installed this one. So engagement metrics. Engagement metrics mean how engaging your websites are there. So mostly again you can use Google Analytics. Bounce rate. What is bounce rate? Any idea? What is bounce rate?
The number of people who just come to the home page and move out without any further interactions.
Interaction, yes, very good. So just they are coming to the main website, immediately they are going from your website. That is called bounce rate. So lesser the bounce rate is good for the company. Okay, so we can measure through Google Analytics. Okay, average session. So each and every page how much duration, average session, and each page how many times they're visiting. So these are the engagement metrics. So if you, anything first two is very less, and next two should be high. If it is high, mean your website is highly engaging. Engaging mean it's engaging our customers. Okay, so this we can again you can use Google Analytics. Then backlinks. Backlink mean we know, right? So you're citing your website. More and more backlinks are there. Mean it's good for the company. Okay, the one website called, you can write this one, HRS. So this website you can check how many backlinks are your website URL having. Okay, using this website you can find out. Okay, please understand e-commerce and digital marketing will be some kind of feature. I don't know, next another pandemic or something will come. Mostly the people are going with the digital only. So this kind of procedure or this kind of process will have a lot of scopes will be there. Okay. Again, you can use this one. So far, what we have completed is what is duplicate content, and what are the algorithm used. So far, we have completed what is duplicate content. What is the three strategy we can use it. The Google algorithm. There are three algorithms we discussed. And what are the format of SEO? We also discussed. That is the third one. Fourth one, web architecture. What are the best things you can do your website to rank your website top in the Google, that also we discussed. And fourth one, we have discussed the how to measure. Okay, now we are going for the fifth one, that is called Google SEO process. In examination also you have to write down the process. Okay, in how to create website also we have some steps process, otherwise called steps. Even Google Analytics also we have steps. Even how to create the search engine marketing and everything we have some steps. Okay, mostly in examination you have to write down the steps. Okay, so mostly if you look at this SEO, there is one person called Brian Dean. Okay, he is one of the highly cited or important person in SEO. So he has some website called Backlinko. You check it whenever free time. Okay, so he suggested there are some 6 to 7 steps for creating an e-commerce SEO in any company. Okay, if you are joining any company or implementing SEO in your e-commerce company, you can follow this step. Okay, so we'll go with hands-on session now. So first step you can write down, set up essential SEO tools and plugins. Okay, that's the first step. In examination also you have to write down the steps. Each step you have to write down the process. Okay, write down the first step, set up essential SEO tools and plugins. So please understand, as a manager, your role is managing the implementation or process to take decisions. You should know what is the process, what are the best practices. So based on this, there are some people will be there to work. Okay, so you have to guide them based on the best practices. So these are some of the process we can use for guiding the SEO implementation in any company. Okay, first step is set up essential SEO tools and the plugins. Please write down. So now you can go to your e-commerce website. Normally, if you want to add some plugin or anything, what is the procedure? Anybody? So normally we are going to implement. Already we install Google Analytics. Okay, so then you have to install the Google Search Console. Then another plugin we have to install Yoast. Okay, so this is for 3 plugin and you have to already be installed Google Analytics. So another 2 plugin we are going to install. That is called which one? Google Search Console. Another one is called Yoast. Okay, so we'll see one by one. Okay, I'll go to website and see. Normally you have to go to your website. How to go to admin login? The normal you have to type which one? Login, right? Login or WordPress. You want to go to WordPress, you can type after your website you have to type login. What is login? Okay, so for example this is my website. After that you have to type login. So using this you can add any plugin in your WordPress. Okay, so you can type your username and the password. Okay, so before that you can open one more browser. You type Google Search Console. Okay, it is a free tool. You can use. No need to pay anything. Just open this one. So I'll come to the WordPress now. Before that, you have to do something here. Let's start now. You can type your website. So your common website, right? Each group you will type. Sorry. Each website you can type it. Then continue. Continue. Domain can't verify via name provided. Okay. Verified. Maybe I verified already. Just you check it. Okay, www.gcganeshkumar or some other website as per your group. You type it, then URL or either domain. If it's not there, you check URL. Okay, in ours is URL. You just type it. One more time. Leave it. I just show the PPT or whatever step already I have taken. Normally we'll get like this. So if you type your URL website, I think you have to type HTTP. Don't type www. This one. As per this, if you go to your website, for example, GC. I'll share my window on it. Don't type www something. You just type your website. Now you copy this one. Okay, copy. Then come to Google. Then you paste here. Okay, not www dot something. You have to use this one. HTTP dot this one. Then try to verify. Yeah, it's verified. You have to type here. Don't type it in the domain. You type it in the URL. Okay, honestly verified. The application file will not found in. Okay, the SiteGround I deactivated because of that. I don't know. So they're charging almost 3,000. I have paid for 2 times. Then I deleted because of that. I don't know. Okay, I'll just show it in the screen itself. PPT. Just check it. So normally if you type, yeah, please.
Sir, we have previously using SiteGround as a hosting website, no?
Okay.
Sir, so whether we can change the hosting website, sir?
Yeah, I think that is possible. You can change it.
Because they are charging almost 2,000 rupees, 1,500
yeah.
rupees, sir.
Yeah,
for
yeah.
every
Even I
month.
paid for 2 times. Then I deactivated because each month they are charging some. I think for me, I think 2,500, 3,000 something they are charging. 2 months I paid. Then I left.
Yes,
it.
sir. Yes, sir.
You can change it, but that will have compared to last year. I used GoDaddy. A lot of issue was that. That's why I used SiteGround. GoDaddy was cheaper than SiteGround. If you want, you can use GoDaddy. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay.
Okay. So here, look at this. If you type this, if you continue, you will get some coding here. Some coding will be there. You copy this coding, then you can go to your plugin. Okay. Your this is will get it from where you have to type your website, then you have to use login, then you can get, this is nothing but WordPress dashboard. Okay, so you can go to plugin. One of the plugin is, you can note down header and footer. Okay, if you type this header and footer, you will get this one. Okay, header and footer, you can install this one, then you can copy whatever you copied here, right? This code, coding, this 2 line, you can paste here, somewhere here in the header. Okay, you can paste it here, then save it. Okay, so once you save this procedure, it will automatically connect your website with Google Search Console. Okay, whenever you like similar to Google Analytics, whenever you go for Google Analytics, Google Search Engine login, you can get all the detail, how friendly for our mobile wise, and other metrics also will get it. Okay, so some of the metrics will available only in the Google search engine, that is not available in the Google Analytics. Okay, so all this related to SEO related metrics, you will get it using this simple process. Okay, first what you have to do, you have to go to Google Search Console, then you have to type your URL here. Then if you continue, you will get small coding, coding. Okay, then you have to go to Google WordPress, your website WordPress, and you have to install which one, header and footer. Okay, after installation, what you do, there is something called settings. Okay, if you go to settings of what it is, header and footer, there is something called script in header. There you have to paste the coding which is copied from the Google Search Console. Once you save this one, your website and Google Search Consoles are connected. Okay, whenever you log in your Google Search Engine console, you get a lot of data related to Google Search Consoles. Okay, so this is the procedure. First one is which one? Google Analytics, already we have done. Second tool is which one? Google Search Console. Okay, next one is Yoast. Okay, this is the another tool. We can measure a lot of SEO related metrics. Okay, so how to install, we'll see now. So whenever you go to plugins, add a new. Anyway, I'll share the recorded video. You can check later also. Okay, you can search the product. Okay, so this is one of the widely used plugin. Okay, plugin for SEO. Okay. Yes, this is mostly used for WordPress. If you are using some other content management software, like some other is there. So if you're using that one, it's not possible. This is only for WordPress. Okay, you can install. This is widely used in WordPress content management software. Then you can activate it. Okay, so that's it. Okay, these are some of the plugins suggested by the Brain Drain. So he's one of the authority person in the SEO marketing, SEO search engine optimization market. I'll come to PPT now. Are you able to see my PPT now? Are you able to see my PPT? Whether my PPT is visible? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Everybody sleeping or what? I don't know. The problem with online class. Okay, so if you look at this is the set of essential tools. So mostly we have used two tools. What are the two tools? Search Engine Console and Google Analytics already we installed. Plugin, which plugin we install? This one, Yoast SEOs. Okay, so you can see the recorded video later and you can install. It's very difficult. Parallelly you can do it, but just listen. After the class session, I'll share the video. You can practice. Okay, so this is the first steps for SEO. Okay, for any company. Second one is write down finding the keyword that the customer search for you. Okay, so what are the keyword we say you are having some website, which keyword they are searching and coming to the website is very difficult to understand. Okay, so what are the keywords are good for you, how to find out, that is the second step. Okay, finding the keyword, please understand the Google will matching your website with based on the keyword searched by the consumer. There are three parts of that. First part is the consumers are searching in keyword. Second part is Google will take that keyword and match your website. Okay, the third part your website content. Okay, the Google will match your customer search keyword content and your website content. Okay, it's like a mediator between the customer keyword and your website content. Okay, so the second part of the SEO implementation is finding the keyword that are customers searching for you. Okay, how to find out. Okay, you can write down in examination also, you have to write down this process. Okay, step I will ask what is the process for implementing SEO in any company. You have to write down the steps and you have to describe the each step, what are the things we can implement. Okay, so if you look at this, normally if you search in the Google or anything, normally it will give some suggested keywords. Anybody experience that one? See, for example, if you go to Google, normally if you search one or two words, automatically you can find some keyword. For example, see here, you see here, if you type tea, you are getting this kind of word, tea brand in India. I think these words are I already typed this word here. Team viewer, teacher, teacher's day, tea, like this word team we are getting. Okay, production. Okay, so if you type this one, tea producing state in India, these are the keywords are highly searched by the people in the world or in India, wherever it is. Okay, you can use this keyword to build your website. Okay, so this is the one way to identify what people are searching. Okay, for this you can use Google itself. Okay, if you type one or two keywords, so automatically it will give some kind of suggested word. Using these words, you can use it for creating content for your website. Okay, this is the one strategy worldwide people are following. Okay, next one is come to the PPT. So next one is something called Google Keyword Planner. Okay, so this is also free tool. So using this, you can find out the what are the keyword we can use it. Okay, I'll just come to again here. So you can use Google Keyword Planner. Okay, so this is also free tool. Using this, you can identify what are the related, where if you type one word, it will do a similar word search by the people. Okay, using this also you can plan your website content, all these things. Okay, next one is you can go to some of the website Quora. There are a lot of people who will be posting some question and will get some answer, right? So there are forums and Reddit. So these are some of the website. If you go to the website, you can see what are the question they are searching, what are the people are searching. So some keywords, it's the same keyword they use in Google also. Okay, so if you use okay, you can go to this website. So you can find out what are the things they're searching. Based on this, you have to develop your website product. Okay, so they're searching for some a unique product or anything. You can develop e-commerce website based on this one. Okay, so you'll get some idea. So using this three strategy, you can develop what the people are searching in the website. Based on this three strategy, you can develop your content of your e-commerce website. One is this one, Google. Itself we can search. Second one is using Google Keyword Planner product, and third one is using going to the forum and what they are searching. Based on this, you can develop the content. Okay, the first step is what installing some plugins. Second step is which one, finding the relevant keyword customer searching for the product. Okay, third one is keyword optimizing your content. Okay, so how to optimize this one, you know what is the people are searching, and next step is based on that keyword you have to develop your website content. Okay, please understand, Google is matching customer keyword and your website content. Okay, so you know what people are searching, then you have to come to your website and you have to write your content related to the keyword. So normally what you can do, write it in home page. Okay, if a lot of people are searching particular keyword mean, in home page of your website itself, that content if you are citing somewhere mean, so that will be in the top in SEO. Okay, so normally that is a practice. Okay, so whenever you are finding some keyword, don't put it in somewhere in the different pages. In home page itself, you put it in the top of the page. For example, top of this within 20 or 30 lines in the home page itself mean Google will rank your website in the search engine. Okay, so you got the keyword, the keyword should be reflected in the home page itself. Okay, that is the one practice of which one, optimizing your website, e-commerce website content. Okay, so whenever you're getting lesser character will be always better, already we have discussed. And the fourth step is find and fix the technical issues and the errors. Okay, so whenever you're doing the process, there are a lot of technical issues will be there, so how to fix it. Okay, so far we have discussed three steps. First step is installing plugins and tools. Second step is finding the keyword that customer search. Okay, that how to search it, the Google Keyword Planner, and then after this you have to use that keyword in your website. That's the third step. Fourth step is any continuously there are some errors will be there. As I told you, Google will keep on changing the algorithm. Consumer in e-commerce or digital business or keep on changing. Okay, some now if you look at the software also, there are a lot of softwares are coming in the designing the website itself. Okay, so if you look at this, you have to continuously have to monitor the issues and rectify the errors. Okay, so one way to do is to check whether the your website is mobile friendly or not. Okay, there is some website Google giving some product called Google mobile friendly test. Okay, here this is the product, so you can check whether it's mobile friendly, because if you look at this world is moving towards which one mobile only, so whether it continuously is friendly, because some errors are there, some unwanted plugins are added, mean it will slow down your loading speed. Okay, you can check your website. Okay, just check it. I take a sample of Big Basket. So Google has come with a lot of product, free, all free only. Are you able to see my screen? Yeah, I think I'm in Chrome only. Yes, loading sometime, please wait. So these are the, if it is giving some error or something, you have to change the, rectify the issues. If you're not rectifying the issues, you will not be get good ranking in SEOs. Taking a lot of time to fix the data. We got it. The page is mobile friendly. Okay, you will get some error also. So when you're getting error, how to rectify also, it will give some additional resources. Okay, so which are the errors you can rectify. Okay, which page it is there. So everything will get it. You can try your e-commerce website and check it. Okay, if you do some other website, maybe it will not be user friendly. Okay. Another way to check it, you can check the speed also. There is another website, is the speed of the, how much loading speed, web page test. Okay, so this is the another. So some of the free tool available, web page test. Same Big Basket or something, I'll use it. It will give some kind of what is the speed of the loading speed. Normally, what is the, how much should be the loading speed? Any idea? We have discussed in the class also. Within how many seconds the website should load?
Less than 3 seconds.
Yeah, so these are the some of the best correct. Okay, so if you look at these things, you have to check it. Okay, error continuously. Okay, then another SEO we already discussed. Okay, in the some of the best practices. So all this error you have to rectify. Okay, fifth step is creating content and design to rank in Google. Okay, create the content designed to rank in the Google. This is the fifth step. So normally, so first to identify the piece of how to normally there is some bloggers will be there. Even Google also there is some blog separate will be there. You can write some content about the product and all. So normally how they are writing content is there will be separate content writer will be there for e-commerce company, big e-commerce company. So what they'll do is you can search it in Google, whichever coming in the top content. For example, you are writing organic rice or something. If you type anything, which blog post or something coming in the top in the Google, take that content and understand how they are writing. So try to write better than the particular content. If you write this one, your content will come in the top. Okay, when you're writing that content, what you do is you have to write it in the full structure. Okay, full mean elaborately you can write better than the previous content, and you have to use lot of hyperlink. Each content you have to write some lot of hyperlink related to your website. Okay, so you have to write, if you write this content, not only you can write or you can give it to somebody also, but main objective is whatever writing, it should be better than the current top list of Google. Okay, if you're writing something on Google, organic rise or anything, whichever content in the top, you should write the content is better than the existing content. Okay, that is the primary objective. If you write this one, a lot of people are reading your content, that particular content will keep on coming in the top. So you get lot of credit from the Google. Okay, so everything based on the consumer click. Okay, anybody consumer or customer, anybody, a lot of people are clicking, you get more weightage. Okay. So whenever you're writing any content, you have to use why organic rice is very important compared to traditional rice. You have to use the word called why, what. Okay, you have to use something infographics. Infographics means some kind of pictures. Okay, so to compare to words, you try to add some kind of pictures. Normally there is one software called Canva or some kind of designing software will be there. Use that software to create the content. If you do this process, your search engine ranking will be improved for your website. Okay, so this is how we have to do. Next step is building link to your website. Okay, how to build a link. Okay, normally for friends mean they will cite your website. Okay, but the unknown people, how they will cite your website. Okay, so you Amazon, Big Basket or some other company, already they established company, so they can write about that product about this company. But startup company is very difficult to written by some top people. Okay, how to building this link. Okay, so one way to use you can invite some you can send request mail to some top people who are good in bloggers to write it. Okay, and you can share it in social media, and you can, there is some concept called the postcards. Okay, there is some kind of talk about different topic, but there you can cite your link. Okay, your product, company link or anything, or you can invite somebody to and you can share it in Facebook and tag some top people to share your website link in the page. So this is how you can build the website, or you can post in. Mostly you have to send the request mail, or you can say mostly the people are coming for webinar or other thing. So in order to promote their products. Okay, so there also you can put your company website or blogs. Okay, this is how you can build the link. Okay, not you're not building a link for your website, you're building your website link in the other websites. Okay, so one way to is inviting the top people. Another one, you conducting webinar or anything, and there you can post your blog post, and you can use social media also. Okay, this is how they are developing the links. Okay, please understand current algorithm they're giving more weightage not only for the whatever you're having in the e-commerce website. So a lot of people are citing your website also, they're giving you more weightage. Okay, so not about your website content. So somebody is citing your content in their website, mean it Google giving more weightage. Okay, so in order to cite your website, you have to invite them, or you can use social media to promote, or you can conduct some webinar or something. There you can cite your content. Okay, so this is how they are doing. So far we have discussed there are 6 steps was there to implementing SEO. What are the 6 steps? The first step is installing tools and plugins. These are 3 tool and 1 plugin. Okay, so that is the first step suggested by this brain train. Second step is finding the keyword. How to find the keyword from Google and this Google keyword planner and this forms. Okay, and third step is keyword optimization content. So based on the keyword content, you have to change your content over. It is not a one-time process. You have to keep on changing your website. Okay, that is the third step. Fourth step is fixing the issues. Okay, particularly issue related to the mobile-friendly test and speed test. Okay, I didn't show this website. You can check later also. Okay, keep on checking your website. Any issues are there, you have to inform your technical team to rectify these. That is the fourth step. And fifth step is create the content. Okay, so you have to identify the top content related to some topic. Based on the top content, you have to write better than the particular content using the word why and infographics, some videos also you can add it. Okay, this is how we can write it. And finally you have to build your website link in other web pages. Okay, simply they will not cite your web page. So one of the way you can invite them, or you can use social media, or you can conduct some webinar and they can post. Okay, so this is the 6-step process suggested by this person to implement SEO in any companies. Okay, then there are different other tools are available. You can note down these tools. You can use later also. So one of the tool is SEO to the search engine console, already we discussed. Keyword everywhere. This is also another tool. SEMrush advanced tools are available. This also you can use it. Okay. So these are some of the free trial version also available, and Google Trend already we discussed. Most this also you can use it. Already we have steps. Okay. So these are some of the tools. Whenever free time, just explore. Okay, so this tool we can get some idea what are the keyword they're searching. If you are what are similar keyword, if you are using some keyword, what are the related keyword they are searching, how many people are coming, so you'll get some idea. Okay, so these are the some of the similar website also we discussed. Okay, some whenever free time we'll check it. I'll share the video, so this, you can check one by one. So summary, what we have learned so far is better you go for a white hat technique. So initial company you can go for gray hat, but don't go for black hat technique. Okay. So that better you go for black link. So try to cite more and more people citing your website. That is good for the SEOs. Okay. So use the keyword in your title and tags. Okay, that will be very important. So whatever the keywords, you have to use it in the product title and the tag. Okay. Write engaging content in the your website, or some blog post website, some other website also you can create and engage in that. Also will improve your SEOs. Do some kind of keyword research. So using this tool like Moz or this WF Finder. Using this you can identify the keywords. Okay, these are the things you can do it. So building internal links also from one website to another website. So normally it is not easy. So initially you can go with the search engine marketing, then you can go for search engine optimization. Okay, so another thing, you have to use your website for mobile friendly and user friendly also. If you do this website, it's better for SEO. Okay, in this class we have discussed from last two class what is SEO, why SEO, what is short and long keywords, how search engine work, what is on-page SEO, off-page SEO we discussed. Then we discussed today duplicate content, what is Google algorithm, what is SEO, what is this format, black hat, white hat, and this one. Website architecture also we discussed, and local SEO discussed in the last class, and how to measure the SEO also we discussed. Okay, so we completed the SEO. Next class we start with data visualization using Tableau. Okay, if you look at the last class, I shared one link in chat window. Anybody installed Tableau public? Anybody installed? See, next two class we're focusing on Tableau only using data visualization technique. So you try to install the software and come. Then after that we start with social media marketing. Okay, particularly focusing on Facebook. Before that I'll start with data visualizations. Okay, data visualization technique. So try to install parallel, you can practice also. So it's very good software. You can, most of the companies nowadays are using data visualization compared to advanced machine learning artists. Most of the top managers prefer to use data visualization output. Okay, there is another software also available in Microsoft Power BI, but Tableau also equally used by the most of the companies. Okay, so you try to install next class and come. Next class we start with this. Okay, is it fine? Any question, any clarification? There is one quiz is there. You can open your Google Classroom and you can answer that quiz. Okay, any clarification? Any doubt?
No, sir.
Okay, you open your Google Classroom and attend this question. Okay. It will share the recorded video whenever you want. You can just practice with tools, whatever the tools, and the process also. You can mostly in examination you will get the I will ask normally what is the process for implementing search engine marketing or how to create website. The process is step by step process you have to write down. That's all. Okay then. Yeah, please tell me.
In the quiz, the SEO content should have one options has been given, sir. Meta description and title. But the option is both A and B, sir. Which is in the option B?
Okay. I okay. A and B. Okay, you could create leave it A and B only. We will do it. I will take that. A and B.
Okay, sir.
Any other problem? Any other doubt?
Sir, once again send the link for Tableau, sir.
Okay, I'll send it in the chat window. Please check it.
Okay, sir.
Tableau public is free. You can install because it takes some time for installation. Just install. Next class will continue. Okay, I'll share some data set. I'll share it. You have to type your email ID, then you can download. Please check your chat window. You got it?
Sir?
You got the link?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. I'll stop here. We'll see you on next class. Okay. Next two class we're focusing on Tableau. After that, we'll go to social media marketing.